cashless society. It's creating a new digital currency to replace paper money and coins. It will also give the Communist Party total knowledge of how the Chinese people are spending their money. And that opens the door for unprecedented government control. George Thomas has the story.
The Chinese were the first in the world to invent paper money back in the 7th century. Now, more than 1,400 years later, China is again on the cusp of creating a new form of government currency that some say could pose a serious economic threat to America and the West.
China is about to launch one of the most revolutionary financial projects in the world.
They're not cryptocurrencies. They're not so-called stable coins. In effect, they are the national physical currency of a country, just represented in a digital form.
Eric Bethel is the former U.S. executive director of the World Bank.
Bitcoin near record highs, crossing 23,000.
He says while the world fixates on private cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin,
but the digital yuan isn't a payment system, it's actual money.
Beijing is busy building a digital version of its own currency, the yuan, also known as the renminbi, to control its citizens and eventually threaten the dominance of the U.S. dollar.
They pretty much created all of the building blocks that will allow a central bank digital currency to flourish.
And Yahya Fanusi, a former economic and counterterrorism analyst in the CIA, says China's goal is to replace cash with a digital currency that's controlled by the communist government's central bank.
China has said for a while that it expects to pretty much be a cashless society in the future. So the idea is that cash notes, coins will no longer be around and that people will be using digital currency that's going to be in their wallets.
That digital currency will...
Shalom, Yeshua. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to you. How about me? Shabbat, Shalom, Kakadesh, Bakatam, Taman, Sapasa, good mess on well, peace, taste helpful like Rizzo, Shalom. It's going to be a very, very quick video. This video I'm playing right now is called China's setting up the world for the mark of the beast. And then again, these people are throwing it in your, the elites are throwing it in your face, but they're trying to keep it on the down low. So China's gonna be the first country to develop a cashless society. The MOTB is coming. Revelation 13:16, you already know. And that's all I'm gonna tell you, and I'm not gonna bring it out because you ought to know that by now. So let me continue to play this video. Then I'm gonna get this one precept. So again, that clock is ticking. You know, you get that app TikTok. You know, you see the logo on it. It's 666 because you see different color variation on that single logo, and it says TikTok. So the time was TikTok. You know, we're running out of time. So Esau running out of time. So you know, you better get right.
Also be issued by the government bank, allowing what Congressman Michael McCaul, the top Republican on the House Foreign Affairs Committee, says is unprecedented access to people's financial transactions.
This will give them data on behavior, on how they spend.
And giving Beijing the power to track that spending in real time.
There will be a point where the People's Bank of China is going to be able to peer inside of every single transaction that everyone does 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Which means if you are a human rights activist or a Christian, authorities can now use this new technology to punish you if you engage in activities they consider anti-government.
This technological ability is something that the government has never had before. It always had to go to companies to say, okay.
Revelation 22:10. And he said unto me, seal not the saying of the prophecy of this book, for the time is at hand. So the time is going, you know, when that MOTB becomes mandatory, you know, it's over. It's completely over, man, you know. You know, you just gotta get right, you know. For those that's not doing the works, you gotta get right with the Lord right now. So, you know, to those that's doing the works of the Lord with true sincerity and diligently, keep pushing that rock. We're almost out of here, you know. So, thought maybe I could just do a quick video, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna go back to the video again. So I thought maybe I could bring it out.
Okay, cut off this person. Now, the Chinese government, I think, with sort of the proverbial the flip of a switch, can make people fall in line by cutting off their access to money.
Eventually, U.S. and other foreign companies doing business in China will be required to use the government's new digital currency payment system.
There's a competitive issue. There are, I'd say, even cybersecurity issues, privacy issues. You're handing over your data to the Chinese Communist Party by participating in this digital currency system.
The U.S. dollar is the world's dominant reserve currency. China's renminbi.
And another thing too is this video was out on January 4th this year. So it was 5 months ago, as it says right here, underneath the title of the video, right next to the views. They know this truth, man. People are waking up, because when people are waking up, mainly the Israelites, that time's gonna start ticking for the Babylon to be destroyed, you know? So, hey man, if you ain't training to fast or getting your mind right and keep remaining in the precepts and keeping the holy days, then you gonna bug out. So you gonna bug out. It's not gonna end well for you, okay? So yeah, man, it's not gonna end well for those that's still. It's not gonna end well for Esau and these heathen nations, but it's not gonna end well for the 2/3. So yeah, man, just remain diligent. Be careful how you make your moves too. So thought maybe I could do a quick lesson. So with that, shalom. One thing too, you can watch the video for yourself. I just want to show you bits and pieces right here. China is setting up the world for the mark of the beast. So you can watch the video for yourself. Again, this truth is coming out. Everybody's gonna know what the MOTB when the time comes. So, and then when people decide to wake up, when the time comes, it's gonna be too late. So, but then I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Shem Al-Kakadesh Bakathum, the honor of process. We're doing well, peace, salutation, so for Israel. With that, I want to say shalom.